In this video, we'll be learning how to create a new page on Craft CMS for our website. So it's 2027, and finally the EU has given us a 5-year grant to fund a cat adoption program so we can finally get all the cats out of our office and into loving homes. This is super exciting, and we just really need to create a page on our website to reflect this new program. So this is going to live under our work, and it's going to be right here with all of our other programs, so capacity building and clean water. This new page is going to go right under here. But to begin, we're just going to start off by hitting this new entry block. So here we have a couple different default areas where we just get to upload the content that we have prepared, and it's pretty intuitive. So we've got the hero section here, and then we've got the content, which is where you're going to be building out the page with different blocks of pre-built and pre-designed areas, and this really just involves filling it in with the copy and the images that fit for the block that you want to use. So the best way to really learn how all of these work is just by playing around with the platform over time. So I'm not going to go through all of these different blocks. A couple that I will touch on that aren't as intuitive are some of these utility sections. The utility background color block is super important. That's going to be used across all of our pages, and that gives you the ability to set the default background color until you use another one later down in the page. So just for the sake of time, I've already created a page that we're going to be playing around with. And so the best way, especially as you're gaining familiarity with how the back end really reflects to the front end of the site, is to use this preview option. And this allows you to edit on this sidebar while seeing in real time how those changes will manifest. So the title of the page is what shows up on the back end, and that actually isn't going to show up for a website user unless this hero heading is left blank. If you don't have a hero heading, then the title will automatically fill in for you, but I find that it's helpful to give the title a bit more of a straightforward name, and then the hero heading can be more user-centered and just a little bit more engaging. So typically, before I even hop onto Craft to create a new page, I want to prep all of my content so that it's just a lot easier to copy paste into these sections. If you're designing a more complex page, even taking some time to build out the wireframe for it and be really thoughtful about the design is best practice. Today, I'm just going to be walking you through a super simple page where I've prepped some of this written content and I've prepared some of the images that I'm going to use. So here we are. In our hero section, we've got the title, EU Cat Program, and then the hero heading. It's going to be your new best friend. This is going to be user-centered. We're drawing people in. And then the descriptor just gives some context for this program. We're launching community-centered participatory cat adoption program. That's awesome. The hero image is here, and again, to edit that, all you have to do is drag and drop, super simple. There's another video that explains how to edit images for that. And then if you wanted to link any other pages or external resources or PDFs or emails, this is the place to do it. That'll show up right in that hero section as well. And we're going to stick with this light green for the background color, but if you wanted to change it, you can. Then in this content section, this is where we're going to be using those blocks to build out the page as we want. So I've gone ahead and used that utility background color and selected off-white. And then the block that I chose to start off with was image and copy basic. So I've uploaded an image, and then I've already moved my content over, so got my headline here, my description, and you can see that all it is just typing that in here. Pretty easy. If I wanted to add a button, this gives me the option, but if I don't fill that in, it doesn't take you anywhere. And again, you can just preview and make sure that all of this looks fine. So yeah, looks pretty good. And then it's also really helpful to check on a number of different screen sizes. Most of our website visitors use mobile, and so prioritizing mobile is super helpful. Let's see. And then we've got a call to action. So I've just typed this into the heading section. I'm actually going to move this to the descriptor. You can be part of changing the Cat's World. And then I've added an image. So that's all that I'm going to have on this page for now, because it's a new program. We don't really have metrics, we don't really have success stories yet, but we are super excited to get this out to the public. So before I go live, I'm going to make sure that my meta looks good. The meta title, EUCAT program, is probably fine, so I'm not going to worry about changing that. The description and the hero image I typically just reuse, just to give some consistency across that. And then translations, make sure that this is set to be translated into Arabic, French, and Spanish on the next build. So it looks like this is ready to go. I'm going to do one last preview just to make sure everything looks good. Let's check this out. Alright, yeah, I think this is going to be just a great way to share this program with the world. So I'll save, and because I want this to live underneath the Our Work section, I would select Our Work as the parent page here. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't actually want this to show up on the site, but let's say that I did, it'd be there. So then I'd save my work, and this is live. I can go visit this on the website now, and I'm super excited. I hope that all of our cats get adopted, and that's how you build a page. Thanks.